Hey everybody, Yukon Chuck here for TraditionalFun.com, and today's the big day. I'm waiting on my friend the UPS man to get here, and he's hopefully going to have a box for me that contains the new Exped Ergo Hammock Combi. I've been waiting on this one for a while, so I'm very anxious to get it. Like many of you, I've seen the written and video reviews online, although there aren't many of them, and those reviews were done on pre-production hammocks. This one here today is the final version that's for sale here in the US. So I'm very anxious to get my mitts on it and see what it's all about. We'll crack open the box together, and then we'll go outside together and see if we can figure out how to set this up. So stick with me, we should have some fun. All right, well, UPS got here, and as you can see, I ordered this through REI. Let's see what we have in the box here. All right, here we have our Exped Ergo Hammock Combi. I'm not sure what the exact weight is. We'll have to see that on here, but I'm guessing it's in the neighborhood of 4 pounds. Nice looking little bundle. I'm sorry, the weight is listed at 57.5 ounces. So let's see what we have in the bag here. Nice looking graphics though on here. Nice stuff sack with a loop on the end here. I don't know how well you can see that. But yeah, nice looking stuff sack, and it definitely feels like you could put a compression bag on this and snug it down even further for getting it in your pack. We'll kind of see what we have here. Okay, this appears to be the hammock. This gray roll right here. This off to the side for a moment. And the next thing in here are the tree straps. I'll have to try that out. And then lastly, I suspect is our tarp, along with some instructions. I won't pull this out fully right now, but very lightweight material. The seams on it look taped and sealed. Very, very nice construction though. Looks like very consistent stitching. So we won't pull that out right now. We'll put that back in here, and we'll take these goodies outside in just a bit, and we'll take our first go at setting it up. But that's what we have. All right, we're out in the woods. We've got our Exped Ergo Hammock Combi, and this is our first trip out. We're going to crack open the sack. We're going to go through the components again, and this is going to be our first time trying to set it up. So you'll get a good idea of what it's like the first time you try to put this up. All right, let's crack open the stuff sack, and first items out should be the suspension ropes. Set this down here for a second. So we've got 2 ropes. Not sure about the length of them. We could check that later. These are what Exped calls buttonholes in the rope. So these will allow us to put our toggles through, our rope through. It's a pretty neat way of connection. So now we're going to go over here and we'll put up our 2 suspension ropes, and then we'll get the hammock out. Alright, so we're just going to toss this around the tree. And I guess we'll start out about head high. And then what we're going to do is put this rope through the buttonhole 3 times. And that should be enough to keep us snug. And then we'll just tie a little knot at the end, just in case, so that nothing slips through. Okay, now we'll take our other suspension rope and we'll bring it over to the tie a little knot at the end here so that it doesn't slip. So now we've got our 2 suspension ropes. Okay, now here's kind of a detail, a close-up on the buttonholes and the rope going through, and then that knot to keep it from slipping. Okay, so now we're going to break out the hammock portion. And if I remember right from the instructions that were with it, the sides of the hammock have colored tabs. You can see on this side there's a green tab. Hope you can see that. Mm-hmm. And on the opposite side there's a red tab. And if I remember correctly from the instructions, the green goes on the right when I'm holding the hammock. And that'll assure that I get it up on the proper side. So let's see how that works. We'll take the carabiner. We're going to slip it through one of the buttonholes in the rope. And we'll slip it through a buttonhole in this rope. And it already feels like we're off center. So we'll make a little bit of an adjustment here. We'll lift this up just a bit higher. Exped also says to try to have this ridge line as level as possible. So it does look like a little bit high on that side. Okay. Maybe we'll come up one more loop. And then what we'll do is we'll pull up our snake skins, which is where all the ropes are concealed, and that snake skins are handy because it keeps everything from getting tangled. And there sure are a lot of ropes to get tangled, so we want to make sure we set that up properly. We keep those ropes nice and gathered in the skins, I guess, when we're storing the hammock. All right, I'm going to get a close-up of the support cord on this, support cords, and the snake skins. Those move very easily. They're able to gather up the strings very easily. And on the flip side here, the snake skins will attach so that they don't snake down on you while you're trying to set the hammock up. So it's nice. It retains the sleeve of the snake skin. Same thing on this side. And then a couple of neat things in place here is that should you get some moisture on the line from rain or any kind of precipitation, typically that moisture might find itself traveling down this line and into the hammock, and you wind up getting wet. Your hammock winds up getting soaked. But in this case, we've got this line that runs right down over the carabiner, and it kind of functions as a drip line. And should any moisture get past there, get past this bend here, there's a rubber pad, almost like a grommet that's attached here. So any water that gets past will hit this and will shed. And it's the same on the other side as well. So kind of a neat design there. And then here's the top of the hammock with the bug netting. And there's 2 supports, and we'll have to see if those are both center supports or exactly how those work, but there's some of the detail.